Hey, what's going on, you guys? Kate McShay here, coming to you from one of the parks actually near my home, and just wanted to get out today. Wanted to cut a couple quick videos because the weather's been so beautiful, so why not embrace it and just enjoy it. So what I wanted to talk to you today about is talking to you about setting goals and basically having a long-term vision. And when I mean long-term, I'm talking like 5-10 years from now. Now, this is not something, sorry about the train. This is not something that we were always very clear on and always had the ability to be able to do. So now we're kind of trying to help you out, give you a couple of tips in order to make sure that you have that vision in mind and that you keep it on the forefront, okay, by creating some short-term goals that you can do. So what I mean by really thinking about long-term is you got to kind of almost sit back and you have to think about, well, where do I want to be in 5 or 10 years? Yes, where do I want to be in 6 months? Where do I want to be in 12 months? Those are all important, but in order to know where you want to be in 6 months and 12 months, you really have to understand in the end where you want to be in the next 5 years, the next 10 years. Now, that was something that in the beginning we, definitely did not always do because, you're thinking about the here and you're thinking about the now. And so what I encourage you to do is just take a second today and kind of write down your goals of where you want to be in 5 to 10 years. Because here's the thing, stuff's going to happen, right? You're not always going to do everything correctly. You're going to make mistakes, or you're going to try, you're going to see results, but then you have to get to the next level to see an increase in your results, and then get to the next level and see an increase in your results. So by knowing exactly where you kind of want to be and what kind of lifestyle you want to have in the next 5 to 10 years, it helps you actually create your short-term goals as well too, okay? And it keeps you focused on the fact of just remembering that, the short-term goals are great, and they really, really are, but you also have to focus on, are these short-term goals going to take me to where I want to be in the long term? And sometimes they will, and sometimes they won't. And that's okay, as long as you're taking action and you're reflecting on what you do and you fix the things that aren't working and you tweak the things that are working, then that's great. But so what I encourage you to do today is just sit down with your journal, if you've got one, or like a pad and paper, and just write down where you want to be and what kind of lifestyle you want to have in the next 5 to 10 years, whether that's, creating, a certain amount of residual income per month in order to be able to travel with your family, to be able to, take your kids to school, to help volunteer at your kids' school. I mean, those are some of the goals that I have within the next 5 to 10 years. And to be able to have a team that's built up that is really able to sustain and create duplication from what you've created now. Okay, if that's kind of like where we want to be. So now we've got to think about, okay, so how do we start creating some momentum and some results now in order to have us go towards, those goals of what we're looking for. And so then that's your job. You have to start thinking about, okay, where do I want to be in the next 6 months? Where do I want to be in the next 12 months? And do those go with the vision of what I'm trying to see in the next, 5 to 10 years. So it's just something, really, all I wanted to do today was just give you something to reflect about a little bit because, everybody wants to do the immediate thing that they need to do in order to see results. But what sometimes starts to happen is you start seeing results, but then you got to take it to the next level. And how do you do that without truly, truly knowing and having a very, very clear vision of where you want to be in the long term, okay? Because that's really what's going to need to be your driving force in the long term. Through the next couple of years, because things are going to be tough and it's not always going to be easy. It is very, very, very hard work, and you need to work very hard and stay dedicated with what you're doing. But it's, it's going to take time, but yes, it's fully, fully worth it. So hope that this gave you a little bit of value, just a little bit of a reflection today, really, when it comes down to it. And drop a comment if you'd like, and share this with your friends if you feel like they just need that quick reminder that, you got to think long term. So that's it. Kate McShay here. Hope that you enjoyed watching this on our blog, our Facebook fan page, or our YouTube channel. If you did, feel free to like our fan page or to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or connect with us on our blog. And we'd love to interact with you and connect with you wherever you're watching. So again, Kate McShay here. Hope that you come back and visit again soon. Take care.